Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this song tutorial video. In the first part, I'm going to count out the song's chords so you'll know exactly how long to play each one. In the second part, I'm going to play through the entire song so you can practice along with me. So stick around to the end, and if you find this video helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, etc. Before we begin, you should click on that link at the top of the description and that'll take you to a chord chart containing all the chords and lyrics of the song you're about to practice. I recommend printing it out right now and grabbing a pencil so you can write in the number of beats per chord as I call them out to you. If you see a chord you don't recognize, and just click on link number 2 in the video's description and that'll take you to a list of chord tutorial videos. Finally, if you want to learn more songs once this video is over, click on link number 3 and that'll take you to a spreadsheet containing all of my chord charts and song tutorial videos. Now let's get started. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to play How Many Kings. I'm doing this on ukulele, but you can use this tutorial for any instrument. And I'm going to start by going over the timing of the chorus chords. So first of all, here's a demonstration of how chorus 1 sounds. How many kings step down from their thrones? How many lords have abandoned their homes? How many greats have become the least for me? And how many gods have poured out their hearts to romance a world that is torn all apart? How many fathers gave up their sons for me? Alright, so now let's count out the chords that we just played. And you'll find the chord chart linked in this video's description again. And so this is chorus 1. And that first C is going to be 4 beats. And when I say 4 beats, this is in 6/8 time signature. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to count every 3 beats as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So by that counting method, the first C is going to be 4 beats. And here's how the chorus will sound counting all the chords. So C, 2, 3, 4. Now A minor, 2, 3, 4. Then a D minor for 4, 2, 3, 4. Then a G suspended for 1 and a G for 1. Then C for 4, 2, 3, 4. A minor over romance for 4, 2, 3, 4. And then D minor over howl for 4, 3, 4. And then a G for 4. Now that last G, actually in the recording, it goes back and forth between G suspended and G, but I just simplified it and called it a G because the timing of alternating between G suspended and G varies from chorus to chorus. So if you want to be really particular, you can go back and listen to each chorus and figure out where the G suspendeds and where the Gs are, but I figure just save yourself the headache. So there's another thing I'll point out about chorus 1, and that is that there's places where it in the recording they drop down to note 7 when they're playing the C, so you could play some C7s, so like how many kings step down from their thrones, so that'd be down thrones, 1 beat on of C7, C major 7 that is, on down, and then back to regular C on thrones. And you could do the same thing on how many gods have poured out their hearts. How many gods have poured out their hearts? So that'd be a C major 7 on poured, and then back to C on hearts. Alright, so that wraps up chorus 1. Now let's go over chorus 2. There's only one difference between chorus 1 and chorus 2, and that is that in chorus 2, on the line, how many greats have become the least of these? They just remove the G suspended G, so and also the lyrics of these. So it'll go like this. How many kings step down from their thrones? How many lords have abandoned their homes? How many greats have become the least? How many gods? And then the rest is normal. Alright, we've gone over chorus 1 and chorus 2. Now let's go over the verses. And I'm just going to do verse 1 as a demonstration of how the verses work. So here is verse 1. Follow the star to a place unexpected. Would you believe after all we projected? A child in a manger, lowly and small Youngest of all, unlikeliest hero, wrapped in his mother's shawl, just a child, is this who we've waited for? Let's count those chords out. All right, line 1, we got a C for 4 beats. So C, 2, 3, 4. Now A minor for 4, 2, 3, 4. D minor for 4. And then C for 4, 2, 3, 4. A minor for 4, 2, 3, 4. D minor for 4. And we're coming up to a G suspended for 2, and now a G for 2. All right, so we've gone over the choruses and the timing of the chords for the verses. Now let's go over the bridge. And so the bridge is basically just going to connect chorus 1 after verse 2 to chorus 2. So I'm going to start with the ending of chorus 1, and the final G of chorus 1 is going to run into the bridge. So in other words, you're still playing the G at the end of chorus 1 by the time that you finish the first line of lyrics, only one did that, out of the bridge. So here's the end of chorus 1, and then I'll go straight into the bridge. To romance a world that is torn all apart, how many fathers gave up their sons for me? Bridge, only one did that for me. Oh, all for me. So that was a lot of repetition, and if you're not following on the chord chart linked in the description, it probably was pretty confusing. Like how many times they sing all for me, all for you, but it's all there on the chord chart. So the timing of those chords was as follows. Only one did that, B flat for 2, F for 2, D minor for 4, 2, 3, 4. Same chords again on the next line, B flat for 2, almost the same chords it is, A minor for 2, then D minor for 4, 2, 3, 4. Then we have a G for 4, 2, 3, 4. Next line, D minor for 4, 2, 3, 4, G for 4. We're going to have 3 more pairs of that. D minor for 4. If you get bored, you can skip ahead. And G, 2, 3, 4, D minor, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4. Last pair, D minor, 2, 3, 4, and G, 2, 3, 4. And then from there you would go into chorus 2. All right, so that only leaves the ending, which is at the end of chorus 2. And so I'll demonstrate that really quickly, picking up again from To Romance a World That Is Torn All Apart, and then going into the ending. To romance a world that is torn all apart, how many fathers gave up their sons for me? Hold that G out. Only one did that for me. Oh, all for me, all for you. All right, so we have, just like at the bridge, we have the last G of a chorus covering the first lyrics of the ending. Only one did that, and then the G ends there to go into the C in the ending. So it'll go like this. Only one did that. C for 2 beats. Then we have a C7 for 1, and a C for 1, and then an A minor for 4, 2, 3, 4. Then a D minor for 4, 2, 3, 4, and G for 4. And then just end on a C. So now that we've counted all of the song's chords, I'm going to play through the entire song so you have a chance to play along with me. If you think you're going to have trouble keeping up with my tempo, not a problem. Just go into the playback settings of this video and change the playback speed to something slower, like maybe 0.75x, which will probably make me sound really bad, but I don't really care. As long as it makes it easier for you to keep up, I'm happy. Okay, so we're going to begin with the intro, and the intro for the song is actually just a bunch of C's and C suspendeds. I'm just going to play a C, and then go into verse 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. I'll give it 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Verse 1. Follow the star to a place unexpected. Would you believe after all we've projected? A child in a manger. Small, the weakest of all, unlikeliest hero, wrapped in his mother's shawl, just a child. Is this who we've waited for? Chorus 1. How many kings step down from their thrones? How many lords have abandoned their homes? How many greats have become the least for me? And how many gods have poured out their hearts to romance a world that is torn all apart? How many fathers gave up their sons for me? Verse 2. Bringing out gifts for the newborn Savior, all that we have, whether costly or meek, because we believe. Gold for his honor and frankincense for his pleasure, and myrrh for the cross that he'll suffer. Do you believe? Is this who we've waited for? Chorus 1. How many kings step down from their thrones? How many lords have abandoned their homes? How many greats have become the least for me? How many gods have poured out their hearts to romance a world that is torn all apart? How many fathers gave up their sons for me? Bridge. Only one did that for me. Oh, all for me. All for me. All for you. All for me. All for you. 2 more pairs of that. All for me. All for you. Last time. All for me. Chorus 2 coming up. All for you. How many kings step down from their thrones? How many lords have abandoned their homes? How many greats have become the least? And how many gods have poured out their hearts to romance a world that is torn all apart? How many fathers fathers gave up their sons for me. Ending. Only one did that for me. C7, C, O. All for me, all for you, and here. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to click on link number 3 and check out my other chord charts and song tutorials. If you want to help me make more videos, you can support me on Patreon using the link below. God bless, and I look forward to seeing you next time.